winter again.
Oh, nice.
But not like, not.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome back. I am pretty good, thank you. Better than I was, at least. By the way, guys, the simulator session was recorded. It gave me the option as soon as I opened the Zoom again. So very nice. We didn't miss that recording. So perfect. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Now back to work. Let's see what we have today. Let's see what we have today. We're gonna start from the first to the last. let's see. I see EJ that broke a zone here. Now there's one above it right away, so it's a little bit tricky because it's in between two zones. I see that we had a break and retest on this zone. The next zone was around here. We had a break and retest also on that zone. And let me see. Yeah, so it looks like we missed some moves since last night. But anyway, doesn't matter. We're gonna look for other opportunities. So let's see. UJ first thing is still on this consolidation box. There's no trade for us there. USD CAD, USD CAD, USD CAD. Let me see. Let me see the 4 hour. Yeah, the 4 hour looks like 4 hour break and retest, but it already did the breakout and the retest. Now this is the second one. Skipping that. GU, what about GU? Let's see. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Yeah, so based on before previous history, we have a small support here, right? And we are on daily support at USD CAD. Yeah, that can be also true. We have a support here on GU. Now we also have a resistance here, so we can say we are in a consolidation box here. We have to wait for a close below or above resistance to continue up. So we'll see. And we will see. For now, I don't see a setup here. AUD US dollar break and retest. Let's see. CAD JPY. 4 hour. A break, a retest, continue up. Okay. Not bad. CAD JPY. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I see many people using the chart of FXCM to analyze instead of Wanda. Why do you prefer? Well, it doesn't really matter. I just take the first one, whatever it is. The first one that it appears. Erman looks good. It looks good if we break below this 1 hour. I guess also it is a daily zone, so if we break below, we might continue down, since we also forever broke this level here, which is pretty strong. And we'll wait for USD CAD. For now, I think there's no trade. Aussie dollar break and retest. Andrea saying that, Andrea, you need to also considerate this small resistance here that price is coming from. Look what happened here. You have one candle that tried to break above, it couldn't. It did break above, but it didn't continue to that side. So this is where most of the rejections you have. Price closed back in the range, made a retest, and went all the way down. then came back up again, got rejected, couldn't break anymore, got dropped all the way down, came back again, got rejected again. So what do we have here? This is a small resistance here. And I know you're probably saying about this zone that is retesting. Let's see the 4 hour. The 4 hour is the same. Look at where price is coming from. So it is too risky to take a trade in this minor zone because this now counts as a minor zone when you compare it to this zone here. Look how strong this zone is. And you got rejected from that one. So the break and retest here doesn't count. I mean, you can take it, but the risk is too high for me. So what I do is I skip it. Okay, look at GJ. GJ. Looks like we had a break above on GJ, but it didn't continue. It did continue, but not enough. So can this be a fake out? Who knows? But what we can do here is one thing. I see that GJ created a small mana zone here. Just go with the rejections we had before. Look at these candles rejecting the same level over and over again. What about speech? Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get to that. If there's a speech, then we stay away, of course. But I was just trying to explain what we can do here. What are the options here? Let me check here. Okay, so price did close above this resistance. It is a 4 hour level. Now the 4 hour close above, we can see this 4 hour this 1 hour bullish candle, which is also a 4 hour breakout. Now when we see this, we say, okay, it came for retest, but it's not rejecting. It is not rejecting. And what would be the best option now to enter here? I would say if price comes all the way up like this, closes above this minor zone here, makes a retest here, a small pullback, I can say, small pullback, and then we can enter buys around here, and we can go all the way up and fill this range here, all the way where this last high was made before last week. So we're gonna wait and see. If this happens, it's gonna be perfect for us, because also the 4 hour can push all the way up. Now this was just based on technicals. If there's gonna be a speech, then of course there's gonna be the need to stay away from markets. We'll see how much effect it's gonna have. So if this is gonna happen, this is the setup that I think I'm gonna take if this happens. So entry should be around here. You can use a 20 pip stop loss. I think that would be enough. And if we get a candle like this, that would be strong confirmation for us. And now let's check where the news are. My FX book. Okay, in less than 1 hour we have a speech. It says medium impact. It says medium impact. So is this gonna have too high impact in the market? I don't know. This is the thing that we're having troubles on the websites because they are telling different things. Let's see what's saying on why we don't have this on my FX book. These two news. These two were not on. Where's the speech? I don't even see the speech here. Yeah, I don't know. Here it says high volatility expected. We have two news coming up, and on the other side we don't see that. It's just a speech and this market services PMI, and they are both low impact. Two websites, both of them are low impact. Are telling different things. Are one of them saying low impact, one of them is saying high impact. So, which one should we trust now? Because we are trying to take a trade there. Let's check FOREX Factory. The speech is on my investing. Where do you see it? Okay, now it says it shows the speech, but the speech is not high impact. Looks like it's medium here too. It is a medium also here, but it doesn't show the other news on GBP. Only this. On FOREX Factory, even worse. There's no news at all here. Yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see. It looks like we're gonna have some. It's gonna impact a bit the market. So Two are saying low impact, so it should go. Yeah, but Forex Factory is not known for telling the truth, so we can't trust Forex Factory. Look, guys, look, we have uh, we have another 20 minutes on the clock for the 1 hour to close, but uh, I don't know if in 1 hour we're gonna have the setup that we wanted, the one that I expected to happen. But if that happens, we're gonna need a pretty big push to the upside. Maybe news will have help that. That would be pretty good if the news would help us here a bit. And let's say, yeah, we said that it is a 4 hour retest, but it came too deep. So for now, it's not perfect right now. Now, guys, let's see if this goes as we planned technically, and the news also help it a bit, then we might have a better confirmation. Price, if the news push the price all the way up, and we break above this, technically we also have bullish bias, so maybe it can be a help. Then we can take the retest to continue more. If it doesn't have too much impact and it goes too far, so we're gonna wait and see. In the meanwhile, we can sorry guys. CAD JPY. This was the trade we took on Friday. This was the trade. We waited for the 4 hour and we entered here, and we got a nice move to the downside. It was a pretty nice move. Then price, yeah, it did reject all the way up, but we secured all profits around here, leaving just a small runner. Okay, CAD JPY is not clear on the 1 hour, even though it may be on the 4 hour. Let's take a look. Take the 4 hour. We saw a chart before in the on the CAD JPY, so we have not a very clean chart. So if you compare this clean break and retest here with this one here, it's not the same. So this would be way better. This would be way better. And when you see now this one, it doesn't really match with the previous, rejection that happened here. It's not a clear zone. I mean, We have plenty of 4-hour rejection at this point, and price closed above, did a small retest here. This might be the second to continue up. Then we see some candles here that got rejected before on this level. And also this is where these candles rejected. So there's just like a small zone here that might create us some problems. Even though this is a way better way, I can say it's a pretty strong support. These are all 4-hour candles, so I think we can base our trade on this support. But it already happened. The retest already happened, so I don't know if we can try to take it again, because it's going to be a second retest there. And I would rather wait on this because it's not clear for me. Maybe just wait for price to consolidate for a bit, just to tell us that it's ready. When it's ready to push, we can find a way to enter. Okay, Euro and ZD. Let's take a look here. So here I think it's a very nice level. If we break above, it's gonna be a very nice level. We're rejecting all the way down from support, coming all the way up. This is a zone where we had crazy rejections, so many rejections. If we manage to close above, that would be perfect. A retest and continuation to the next zone here. The only thing is that Euro NZD, it's a little bit volatile, so what can happen here is that we can have deeper pullback. If the breakout is not very strong, we can have a deeper pullback. But if the breakout is pretty good here, like 10-15 pips, a retest would be perfect here. But a small breakout, I think it may pull back a little deeper than expected, even though there's still it can still continue up. And that's also one thing that we can expect. So let's see. We have few minutes left on the clock, and we'll see what happens. Okay, look at GCAD. GCAD is coming from a zone to make a retest to another zone. Yeah, I'm gonna wait because GBP can still continue up. I mean, the overall bias are still bullish. So look at the 4-hour also on GCAD. It rejected from the 4-hour level. This was a pretty strong one. We are gonna watch the pairs again. We did watch Euro USD, but we're gonna go again. There's no trade yet there. GCAD, we'll see what's gonna do about GCAD. I mean, GCAD is probably in the same position as GJ. We have plenty of rejection on this zone. Price did, close a little bit below that, but still didn't close that good. It did make a small pullback and as a retest, maybe you could say, and continuation all the way down. Now we're having a whole rejection F, and if we manage to come all the way up, close above, make a retest, we can see some nice continuation. That's what we can see here, but let's wait. We need to wait for candles to close so we can be 100% sure if we're gonna have a breakout or not. And looks like we have some options. Great to have options. All your Montezuras are gone, the only real ones remain. Yes, yes, that's right. GJGCat, we have the same thing waiting for, so just waiting. EuroCat, there's no trade here, it's too messy. Price coming from support, price is at resistance. I don't like it, so skip this. We go to the next chart. I see that EU has lots of rejections here. See, if you zoom in, we have plenty of rejections here before. First, we got some rejections here, then price closed above, created support, then did break below, created resistance, dropped all the way down, came back again, got rejected again, closed below, rejected once again, closed above, made a small pullback here, retest, continue all the way up. Also, this then was a small fake out, closed back in the range, made a retest, continuation, came all the way back down, got rejected, closed below, made a retest, continuation, came all the way up, rejected again, rejected. So, what does this tell us? It's pretty strong level. Now, if we manage to close above, I think we can have a very nice setup in our hands here. If it goes above the previous candle, that would be a strong confirmation for us. A retest and continuation. Let's go. Looks pretty nice. Let me see. Gold 15 minutes. For the past few Mondays, I've seen that if GBP pairs broke a significant level on Monday in London, certainly they keep going in the same direction for like 100 pips. That can happen too. Yeah, it can be true. Look, about this gold chart, I don't trade gold, and this is 15 minutes. I wouldn't trust it, just personally. But I just wish you luck. As a setup, looks good. Breakout, strong breakout, coming for a retest. Yeah, it might work, but for me, it would be too dangerous. When you put a plan for a trade, is it 50-50%? No, basically, yeah, it has a 50% chance of working out, or but it's not just like that. When we enter, we have lots of confirmation. So how much confirmations you have, what are the possibilities here, just based on what happened before, because the same thing happens over and over again. So if this thing happens like we expect, we've done it 100 and 1,000 times over and over again. We've done the same thing. If this breaks above, then chances are not just 50%, they're much higher than 50% for price to continue up, because we know what happens in these kind of situations, and always there's a small risk there, but chances of working out are much higher all the time. We are not in any trade, guys. Don't put yourself in that position to not know what we're doing. If you don't know what we're doing, that's a pretty big problem. We're not in any trade. Did we say we are in this or that? No. We said we are waiting for the 1 hour to close. If you have joined here for more than one session, you already know that we wait for candles to close before taking a trade. Aussie dollar, nothing yet. Aussie dollar is coming from a 4 hour zone at this level, so we are waiting for Aussie dollar. This is a pretty key level for Aussie dollar, so if it does push above, we might have a nice move to the upside, but for now, nothing. For now, there's nothing happening. GJ is going like we expected. Let's go. What's your lot size? 100 lots.
I said I'm using 150.
Great bay 2. Nice progress. Okay. GJ is going just like I expected. This is gonna be crazy. I mean, if there was no news, this would be perfect. Also, GCAT is pushing up. Wow, this is gonna be nice. GJ is perfect. GCAT is perfect. Euro US dollar is almost perfect also. So it's gonna be nice. Maybe I'm gonna take EU, because since on GBP we have news. Yeah, but I know news in half an hour, but we might not get the move in half an hour. Who knows? I mean, these setups are gonna be great, but we'll see. Guys, lot size depends on your account. If you have enough money to use one lot while managing the risk, then great. But you have to know your balance and to use the proper risk. Yeah, this is what we're waiting on Oz dollar, because basically we're in the middle of two zones on the 4 hour also, so we need to wait. Let's see the chart on Telegram. Yeah, true. That level on Euro USD, let's take a look here. It is there, yeah, true. This 4 level is there. It is there. But, if we manage on the 1 hour to push above this and break above on the 1 hour, we can take the 1 hour, I think. It might be a little bit risky, but we can still take the retest on the 1 hour. But if he closes like this below it, then it's not a very good thing. I mean, the 4 hour and the 1 hour candles, the level is matching with on both time frames. On both time frames, we have the same level here. So if we manage to break above on 1 hour, that would be great, but I don't think so. We have 1 minute left, so probably we're not gonna have a breakout. Let's go to GJ. Yeah, GJ is not giving us what we wanted also, even though it did close above on 1 hour. Let's take a look at GCAD. I think GCAD is giving us the right setup here. If our entry is around here, we're gonna use a 20 pip stop. Yeah, I don't know. Sadly, we have news, but maybe we can use low risk until the news come. If it doesn't work before the news, then we close before the news. I mean, this is a perfect setup. This looks perfect setup. I'm just gonna leave this come lower. Gonna wait for this to come lower, because see how these wicks, how big these wicks are. So this is all a zone, so we might come a little deeper for that retest, then continue up, hopefully, and our stop loss can be a little better. If our entry would be around here, stop loss would be just below this, and we can expect some continuation after. We have a 4-hour breakout. I think we don't. Maybe you have a different broker. That can be also an option. If I miss this, it's gonna be pretty bad, because I expected this pretty good. Just needed to come a little lower here. No way, GCAT. Now it's gonna fly. Probably gonna come to this area here where we had, small gap here. That's probably the next target here for GCAT. Sadly, we have news coming up. And now imagine the news doesn't do anything. That would piss us more. Okay, let's take a look. Euro JPY. You're in South. Why? Major resistance price rejected 3 times. But you sold here. Why did you sell? Do you see that you have a small support here? And buys above this would be risky because you need to break this. Save buys here and then continuation to the upside. Yeah, guys, GCAT is coming, but I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna take this or not. Mac, we're waiting for GCAT, for GJ. We had a plan to wait if it breaks above this, then a retest to continue. But unfortunately it didn't. It did push above but couldn't break close above. But still, this also can work out and continue up. So we'll see. Look, GCAT can also not come lower because this is where candles are closed, and this is the real support, we can say. See, it can continue from here, but GCAT is a little volatile, so I would expect for a deeper push to the downside, just to avoid that drawdown that it might come later. You can wait on GJ also for the 4 hour, yes, and that would be maybe even better because the 4 hour closes, the news are gone, and we can be safe to take a trade. But now, before the news, it's not gonna be safe. Does your strategy work on US30? I don't know. Maybe you can try it and see if it does work. Try on a demo account. I don't know what to do. We have news coming up. "22 minutes left for the news. Let's see if the news come up and doesn't have any big, high impact on the market, and price still stays on the same place. We can definitely look to enter, but we're getting too close to the news now. It would be too risky. Let's see. Yeah, see, we had pretty big, momentum, and it didn't really follow on the next candle. It didn't follow on the next candle, so maybe it's waiting for the news. Let's see. We need to wait, guys. We need to wait for the perfect setup. We can't take these kind of risks. Price taking a trade before the news coming. What if you lose? You're gonna know that you did that mistake with purpose. Yeah, GCAD can still continue down, but we didn't want to take it. It was a second retest. Now I think there's more room to drop all the way down here. So we have a small support here at current price. If we go on the 1 hour, you can see even better. So if it does close below USD CAD here, we can take the retest pretty nice. It is pushing, yeah, it is. Yeah, GCAT pushed, but we didn't take it. Not 10, it did the 20 pips. Pushed to the upside, 22 actually. Like I said, the GCAT is very volatile, so you can expect from it to make nice quick moves. But we have to follow rules. Yeah, without the speech, we would be done with this trade today because it was clean break and retest. It's just I didn't want to, news to have effect on this than to make a mistake on purpose. I just didn't want that because I knew that it might work, but it's not following the rules. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait. We have a few minutes left. See, EU was pretty good, but yeah, hopefully next hour is gonna be good. This previous hour was pretty nice. It was almost breaking up, but it just didn't. All these tries to break resistance or support came late in the hour, like last 5 minutes, and it couldn't really make that move. And now the current candle pushed above, but we wanted that before. Anyway, we didn't get it, but we still can. We still can, I think. If also the 4 hour closes above on Euro US dollar, that's going to be even better for us. A 1 hour and a 4 hour breakout, double confirmation. Wow, look at EJ. EJ pushing in pretty nice. What about EA here? I see EA is at this small resistance and it's retesting the small support. I guess if I didn't knew that fake outs would happen in these kind of cases, I would take buys here probably. But there was news on EU, yeah, that also may had a did had an effect. I think so. Quite bearish on EU. I wouldn't take a buy on it, rather leave it alone. Oh, what's your reason to be bearish on EU? If we go on the daily, we're not that quite bearish. Overall, we're still bullish. I mean, if you look at it on the last few days, it's just been consolidation. We had this big, we had this big daily consolidation, and we finally broke below. Then we said probably a retest, and we're going to continue down. But we are at the same level for days, and the situation might change during these days. So we may have a push to the upside, who knows? Yeah, but maybe we're gonna break that daily also. We'll see. It is only Monday, so there's no rush. There's no rush, guys. It's only Monday. We have plenty of time. What happened with EN? Yeah, looks like it didn't break all of them. Hope that at least EN would break above. Fortunately, it didn't. Look at GJ. Wow. Unfortunately, we're not on it. Can we take a retest of this level now? I mean, why not? But the next one is already there, and if we look at it at this level, I mean, we have a pretty big range in between, not very big. I mean, 25, 30 pips, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the prediction was pretty good, but unfortunately, we didn't take it for different reasons. Yeah, let's see the prediction that we did here. The prediction, and where was it? Yeah, look at the prediction we had, but yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't close above, we just closed below, and that was the main reason we didn't take it. Anyway, it's gone now, so we're not gonna cry about it. We also had news. We also had news coming up, so there was some more reason why we didn't take it. Do you only trade break and retest? Yes, only break and retest. Only break and retest. Okay, yeah, for EU, the plan on EU is to wait for this candle to break above. Originally, we had the idea to have a break on this candle, but it didn't close because there was plenty of momentum, strong momentum, and if we would have that break above, you see, this whole move would be our move now. We'd done this move by now, we would secure some, but it didn't. That's the thing. Psychologically, how do you explain the retest of a price on a level? In your opinion, what pushes some traders to open the opposite trade? You mean why do I take the retest? Because I take the breakout as my confirmation. If, let's say, we have if we have a big consolidation box now, and we have a clean bullish candle closing above, and now price coming for a retest, what makes you think that price is going to continue down? It doesn't make any sense, right? The only thing that makes sense is price going up, because this is what happens most of the time. This is how the market moves. And I would have many reasons to think that price is going to continue, that rather than have you know, a reason to think that price it might just be a fake out. So in this case, when you wait for a breakout, you have way better confirmation. Was this a nice break and retest? Take a look. US dollar, Japanese yen. This was not a good break and retest, because this whole thing is a consolidation box here, and it is too messy. Personally, when I saw UJ first thing in the morning, I just skipped it because it is too messy. You have zones here, you have zones here, you have zones lower than that, too many zones, and the whole range is 20 pips. That's what I mean. So it's not worth it to take a trade here. If you took this as a breakout candle and this a retest, you go left, you see, okay, we had also rejections here. We have also a rejection here where this candle rejected. You go left, you see this, this one. Then you also see where candles are closed lower. So for me, it's not clear. I wouldn't trade that. This was my first trade of the month and took an L. What do you think? Let's take a look. GBP yen. Price couldn't push higher, so it created resistance. If price can't push up, then it has to push down. Common sense. Entered at 135 on with stop loss of 6 bit. Then price pushed down, then candle closed back at support with long wick. Once the 20 minutes broke the high of the candle, I closed full position. I traded on what I saw. Even though I knew it can push down, I didn't want to hope and pray. Well, since it couldn't break up, it has to go down. Why you didn't stick to your analysis and hold the trade? If that's the way you are trading, then you need to give it time to work. Or why you didn't secure some here, since you had a pretty good move, more than 10 pips drop. I mean, at least you should have closed some here, and when price came, you would close at break even the runners. You would still have a good trade here. Anyway, it's not the way I trade. I would rather wait for something like this to go down, because just selling it in the middle of this wouldn't make sense for me. So I would just say, why didn't you close some at you had already 10 pips.